Everybody doing good? Yeah, that was some amazing worship, right? Give it up for our worship team. They did amazing. So, for those of you that take notes, the title of my message tonight is Make Every Effort to Persevere. Okay? And that comes out of 2 Peter chapter 1, and we've been reading out of verse 5. And I want to read that for you just to catch you up to speed for those of you that do not know. It says, "For this very reason, make every effort to add to your faith goodness, and to goodness knowledge, and to knowledge self-control, and to self-control perseverance." Perseverance. I love perseverance. That just kind of stuck out to me whenever I saw this scripture. I'm like, that's mine. I want that one. And let's go to the definition of perseverance. Perseverance says it's a steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Some synonyms of perseverance include determination, commitment, and application. To have perseverance means you have to be determined. You have to be determined. You have to be committed. And you have to be able to apply it to your life. Isn't that awesome? Some of you aren't with me already. You're like, I've already closed my ears. That's too hard. But hang on. Push it through. Perseverance is challenging. It is not easy. How many of you have ever faced anything that's not easy before? This message is... How many of you have ever tried something that wasn't easy and gave up? I've been there. I've been that guy. Isn't it a lot easier to give up than to keep trying? Yeah. If you're putting together a 1,000-piece puzzle and you like missing one piece, like not even a whole puzzle, like you're trying to build a frame and you're fitting all these pieces, you're trying all these pieces, you're like, nope, 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 nope. Isn't it easier just to give up? Like the 1,000 pieces will still be there when I'm ready. I'm done. I'm giving up. That wasn't even my notes. That's free. You're welcome. It's not 140 characters though, so you can't tweet that. It will take you to your limits. Perseverance will bring stuff out of you that you didn't even know had in you. Come on, did anybody catch that? It will bring you to your limits. It will challenge you. You will need stuff for perseverance that you don't have. But perseverance is going to help you to develop that in your life. So, I have to ask, what do you guys want to be when you grow up? Who wants to be a doctor? Raise your hand. Anybody? Who wants to be a nurse? Should I say nurse? Okay, who wants to be a carpenter? Anybody? Anybody going to fight carpentry? If it just be easier for you guys, tell me what it is. Because, like, I'm going to be here all day, like, guessing, like, who wants to be a dolphin trainer? And they're like, nobody. Like, I'm going to be going on for hours. Okay, Jacob, what do you want to be when you grow up? A Marine. What do you want to be when you grow up? Artist. What do you want to be when you grow up, PJ?
Engineer.
Engineer? How about you, Wesley?
Major League Baseball.
Awesome. How about you, Lindsay?
A teacher.
Teacher. How about you, Megan? How about you, Peyton?
Marine.
A Marine. How about you, Lily? How about you, Daisy? Armed Forces? Anyone else? Anyone else know what they want to be when they grow up? Okay. All of those jobs require perseverance to make it. I was reading through perseverance quotes while going over my notes today, and I was stumbling through some, and I came across ones from Steve Jobs. And Steve Jobs was saying, the difference that separates a successful CEO from an unsuccessful CEO is one word, and that's perseverance. And you think about that. If you have dreams to be on top of the game, on top of the ranks, you have to persevere to get there. You don't just wake up and you're magically there, right? You don't just wake up and you're an artist. You have to begin to learn. You have to begin to teach yourself. You have to begin to learn all of the shading, all the blending. You have to begin to learn all the color scale and everything that it takes to be an artist. If you want to be a Major League Baseball player, you have to begin to learn how to begin to smack those balls out of the field, right? You have to begin to learn how to do all those things. You have to learn to be committed and devoted and determined. And you have to begin to condition your body. Who else? Give me one more. Marine. Somebody said Marine. That takes a lot of discipline in your life. You have to begin to make wise choices, wise decisions. You have to begin to prepare yourself mentally and physically to handle the things that you're facing. All of those things take perseverance. I have a hobby outside of my life of a full-time job and outside of preaching and teaching and mentoring, and it's YouTube. I create YouTube videos. I have a YouTube channel. How many of you guys watch YouTube videos and you think they're awesome? We all watch YouTube videos and think they're amazing, but what you don't realize is a lot goes into making those YouTube videos. So much. And I didn't realize it until I got into doing it. There's a lot you have to do. But let's face it, making a YouTube channel is really hard. You have to build an audience that isn't easy. You have to make a name for yourself because there's billions on top of billions of other YouTube artists out there. What makes you different? What separates you from that? You have to have perseverance. Guys, I tried it many times and failed because I didn't persevere. I gave up. Because like we said, it's easier to give up than to keep trying. And then recently with this channel, I've been persevering. I've been saying, you know what? I have a focus this time. I want to provide clean entertainment for people because there's a lack of it in this world. And I persevered and I moved on and I've been doing good with it. I want to talk to you about somebody in the Bible that persevered. His name's Noah. Noah, in my eyes, in my perspective, has had a great amount of perseverance. You think about this. For those of you that don't know the story of Noah, this is basically what happens. So the world is corrupt. The world, they're doing a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing. And God's like, I'm going to wash the earth clean of this filth, clean of these sins, and clean of this crime and everything. And he chose Noah because Noah was a man of God. And God had favor with Noah. And God knew that Noah would obey him. So God said, Noah, here's what I need you to do. I need you to build an ark. And he gave him all of the measurements and everything. Noah could have easily said, but God, there's no water around. Why do you want me to build an ark? He could have said, God, how am I going to build an ark this big? That thing is huge. I was going to say, God, it's like summer. It's like summer. It's hot outside. Look at this. We had no rain in sight. There's no water in sight. You want me to build an ark? Noah could have said any of those things. But you know what Noah did? Noah obeyed God. And there's something I want to read to you out of the Bible. This Bible's awesome, right? You can never go wrong with that. So it comes out of 1 Chronicles. Let me find it. Because I didn't bookmark it like I was supposed to. Okay, I got it. So 1 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 11 says, look to the Lord and his strength and seek his face always. That was Noah's secret to success. Noah looked to the Lord and his strength to seek his face always. So let me basically tell you what that meant. That meant when Noah was building that ark, when Noah's team was building that ark, and people walked by and said, Noah, you are crazy. Why are you building this ark? There's no water out here. Noah didn't say, you know what? You're right. Maybe I should stop. Maybe I should just give up. This is all crazy. But he didn't. He persevered. I'm sure there was times when Noah's wife was like, Noah, it's like 11 o'clock at night. Give it up. Stop working on it. Go to sleep. You're driving yourself crazy. There's bags under your eyes. You've been up for hours working on this ark. Go to sleep. And he could have easily been tempted because how many of you know that sleep is a good thing? Yes, sleep is bae. I don't care what anyone else says. Sleep is bae. There you go. Something tweeted. Boom. You're welcome. And so Noah persevered. No matter what sounded good, no matter what sounded better than building that ark, Noah did it. Do you know why Noah did it? Because God told Noah to. God told Noah to, and Noah wanted to obey God because Noah loved God. And he persevered. No matter what things looked like, he persevered. How many of you have seen Nacho Libre before? That is my all-time favorite movie ever. I bought the DVD and I watch it all the time and I work on memorizing it because I think it's a great movie. But I want to tell you that movie is built on perseverance, right? So for those of you that have seen it, those of you that haven't, basically the movie is about this kid with a dream to become a luchador wrestler. And he tries over and over and fails miserably. It's incredible. It's great. It will change your life if you haven't seen it. Just like Jesus will change your life if you accept him today. Window, customers, yeah, woo, awesome. So there's one quote that I want to point out to you from this movie that will go exactly with what we're talking about today. The guy's name is, the guy that plays Nacho, you know the guy is Ignacio. And Ignacio says, you know, him and his partner just lost a match, one of their big matches. And they get paid to lose. I don't know if any of you knew that, but they get money whether they win or lose. So like at one part it's awesome. They're like, yay, we get money. But at one time, like he gets frustrated. Like he hands them the money and he's like, I don't want to get paid to lose. And he throws on the guys like, I want to win. And so like, that should be us. That should be our mindsets. That when we persevere, we shouldn't want to get paid to lose. We should want to win. We should want to win. We shouldn't want to get rewarded because we lost. We shouldn't want people to feel sorry for us like, man, I messed up. Man, dude, I'm sorry. But we should aim, we should strive to win. Amen? Not hearing very much from the crowd. I don't think you guys like me anymore. Okay. So, you know, even boxers get up after sucker punches. Did you guys know that? The rules of boxing is basically when you get hit really hard, it's basically what it is. It's like you're trying to hit the other guy really hard in the face. It's kind of like the motto of our youth, punch him in the face. I think that's like where the founding fathers were. Like, the founding father is George Foreman. Punch him in the face. And then like it's a poster of him with like as Uncle Sam with a boxing glove. It's great, right? And so, but boxing is basically one guy, two gloves, punch him in the face. And like, you have to dodge and stuff, right? Well, when that guy gets hit off guard and gets hit really hard, guess what? He doesn't stay down. He does everything in his power to get back up. Because guess what happens if he stays down for that 10 count? That's it. He's over. He lost. And he does not want to lose. He doesn't want to get paid to lose. He wants to win. So, with that, I want to ask, do I have any athletes in the house? If you play a sport of any sort, hey, dropping those bars. Okay. If you play a sport of any sort, raise your hand. Okay. You can put your hands down. I just want to see. Now, this goes out to all of my athletes in the Hizzle. See, I'm hip. I'm hip with the times, right? Okay, just don't ask me to like dab. I don't know what that is. Okay. My dab is like dipping chicken nuggets in the barbecue sauce. That's just me. Okay. All right. So, who plays sports in here? I asked that already, right? Yeah. So, let me ask you, do you win every game you play?
No.
Are you like undefeated all the time? Okay. So, how many of you have ever had the opportunity to score? Maybe you're playing football, the ball was in your hand, you were like literally right there. Like you're here, and the touchline's here. Like you're here, and the end zone's there. Like how many of you guys have been that guy? All the pressure's on you. They're like, you have the ball, run, run. It's like you're watching your favorite movie, and like you're trying to tell the actor or actress what to do because they can totally hear you. And it's like, run, go, you can do it, right? How many of you have been under that pressure before? How many of you have cracked under that pressure and lost? Let me ask you, whenever you lost, did your coach say, that's it, Trevor, you're off the team.
Yeah.
You lost. We had an opportunity to win, and you lost. You're out of here. You're terminated. Goodbye. Good day to you, sir. Did the coach say that? Did the coach say, that's it, you're gone. Bye-bye. You should have won, but you did. You're a loser, and we don't need losers on our team. We only want winners. Coach say that? No, the coach doesn't say that. You know what the coach says? It's okay. It's all right that we lost. What matters is that you continue to keep going. You might lose and you might feel a little down. You might say, man, my whole team was counting on me. I dropped the ball. You know, I failed. And you might feel bad, but you know what your coach is going to want you to do? Your coach is going to want you to brush that off, continue to condition yourself, and continue to move on. And the same thing is true in our lives. Whenever we have an opportunity that God gives us, we don't always succeed. Sometimes we fail. Sometimes we get in the mood of church and we're like, God, it's going to be different this time. I'm going to win. I'm telling you, it's different. I can feel it. I got the goose pimples. I'm feeling it. Look, the fire is blazing in my heart. They were singing all of my favorite songs for worship. It has to be a sign that you were here. God, I'm leaving it all at your feet, and it's gonna be different. Then we get home, and then we fall to the same thing, and then we come back, we're like, my God, I messed up. The same thing that the athlete does and his coach does, he does with us. He doesn't discard us from his team. He doesn't fire us. He doesn't terminate us from his family. He doesn't disown us. If you read about the prodigal son, he thought his father wouldn't love him anymore because he spent his inheritance. He had the wrong idea. He came home and his dad welcomed him in with open arms. He hugged him and he embraced him. And he was glad that he came home. You know what? Jesus is our coach. And whenever we mess up, whenever we fail, he doesn't fire us from the team. Just like a regular coach, you know what he does? He brings the team back in and he goes over a different plan. He's like, guys, this didn't work, so let's try this out instead. And God does the same thing with us. He's like, look, sometimes he'll give us a word, and he'll say, read my word, and it'll be exactly what we need. And it could be the same word we saw over and over again, and we've read it, but it will stick out to us because it's exactly what we need. How many of you know that we're all running a race in this life of God? We're all running a race. We're all on a course heading somewhere. The Bible says in 2 Timothy 4:7 that I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, and have kept the faith. So, if anybody's ever run a race before, it could be as simple as racing your sibling to the kitchen to get the last cookie. It could be anything from a legit race, like a track meet, or a 5K, or a marathon, whatever. I don't know if anybody's ever run a marathon in here before, but I figured I'd just open that up, in case you did. I'm not doubting you guys. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. That's why I'm up here. But, Jesus is waiting for us at the end of a race. If anybody's ever seen, on a movie or on TV and, people are running, they're not just out there running, right? There's people in the sidelines. There's people, at the finish line, and they're cheering them on. Like, you can do it. Yeah, I believe in you. Cheering for you. Some people, keep up with you on satellite, if they're not there. And, it's awesome. We have a guy that comes to our church, Corey. He runs really fast. He's the man. I pick out him and say, oh, did you run to church instead of driving? He's like, oh. It's great, right? And so, but how do you know that we get distracted when we're running? There's so many distractions when we're running, you don't even realize. You're running and your legs would be like, stop running, I'm tired. You're like, legs, be quiet, we gotta go. And then it's like, but I'm sweating, it's really hot. You're like, sweat, get back in there, we gotta keep going. And then you might pass by a Gatorade station. You might be like, ooh, Gatorade, that would be good. But no, I gotta keep going. And we gotta keep going, but sometimes in our life, that's the same thing that happens. We're running a race with God. We see the finish line. That's where Jesus is. And we get distracted. We're like, oh man, but this looks good. No, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. Man, but I'm hurt. It's tired. I'm tired. This is hard. I just want to give up. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Now, I have a friend of mine. She's in the army. She's in the military. But something that she has told me has always stuck with me. And it's pain is temporary, but giving up is forever. Pain is temporary, but giving up is forever.